it's TxStampin Sharon, back with another Mystery Monday. Today is Monday, May the 10th, and I love my card. I hope that y'all love your card when you're done. If you're watching the replay, I hope that you were still inspired to make this card. Unfortunately on YouTube, there's no place to really show your card to us. But if you are on Facebook, you can go to my business page, which is Sharon Armstrong, Stampin' Up! Independent Demonstrator. I know it's long. And you can post your card there so that we can ooh and ah over it. If you happen to post it on social media, such as Instagram, something like that, use the hashtag Mystery Monday Stamping and I will find it. So I see that a lot of you have already joined. I know that you've been talking about the weather and Mother's Day. I hope that all the moms out there had a wonderful Mother's Day. I did. I got to spend it with my daughter and her husband and baby and my nieces and nephews at my niece's new pool. So that was kind of fun. Baby Baylor loves the pool, so that's always fun to see a baby with water. So I saw Samantha talking about her trying to make all the cards in the new catalog. It can be a struggle, but demonstrators have access to what we call the recipes. What did they use? What is that? And so it is easier for us. So if you get stumped, now don't ask me on every card. I can't share the document with you really. I had hoped that, although Samantha, help me, did they change that? Can we share that now? I don't know. I don't think so, but help me out. I know I used to ask and they would say, no, we couldn't share it, but it is a great resource for demonstrators. It's one of those perks that we've had for quite a while. And I know a lot of times I will try to show y'all how the artist has made a card in the catalog. But, you know, it's like I said, I have a little bit of help on the backside. So Mary has moved, but she can't find a darn thing. She's just got to unpack and find all her crafting stuff. So good luck with that. Michelle says, loved your son-in-law's card. That was sweet of him to do. So what she's talking about is on Saturday, I was out shopping. I needed to buy some new shirts because you guys know all my clothes. And my son-in-law texted me and he says, I want to make a Mother's Day card for Whitney, which is my daughter. And I'm like, okay, well, you can just go over to the house and let yourself in. He goes, I'm going to need a little bit of guidance. If I told one of y'all to go to my house and make a card, you'd go, okay. So I told him, I'll let you know when we're on our way home. So he shows up and I showed him some designer series papers and I said, do you have any colors in mind? He goes, she likes green. I go, okay. So I pulled out all my papers that have green. He picked one that he liked. He did all the stamping. He did all the die cutting. He stamped perfectly straight. He didn't get any trash on the card. He was so cute. And he said, he kind of had a grin on his face and he said, I bet all your stampers out there are jealous of me, huh? Because I'm here and they're not. Because he knows I do YouTube lives and stuff like that and that I have mystery stamping and all. So I just thought it was super cute. So, and his card turned out great, didn't it, Michelle? He did a great job. So yeah. Jenny Brown said, I just got the message for your live. Okay, well good, that worked. I love it when it works. I've been on for about 4 minutes. So, you know, sometimes it takes a minute for YouTube to let you know, but if you're new to my channel, you can subscribe below and then hit that notification bell. Most of the time you will be notified, not always, so don't depend on it. Daphne Price, one of my stampers on Facebook, she said that she set her Alexa to remind her to go look for the first clue at 3 p.m. on Sunday on my Facebook page. I got the biggest kick out of that. I thought that was super cute. Hi, Debbie. This is what happens when a new Stampin' Up! Box arrives. I know, it's like Christmas when that UPS guy shows up with one of those boxes, right? Let's see. We are jelly. Very true. We are jealous. Y'all would have loved to have just, you know, Michelle, just go on over to the house and make yourself a card. I know. I thought he did a really good job too, Michelle. So let's see. Odelka says, I tried and used some of my scraps of papers to decorate my mother-in-law's card, and my mom was very happy with it. It was a handmade card from you, and I'm sure she loved it. Let's see. Lois says, well, think I'll try it again. Well, Pump Out went out yesterday watching to take a break. Oh gosh, I am so sorry that something has happened. You know, it just seems like every day there's something, right? You're like, okay, I'm ready. What do I need to deal with today? Let's see. Let me just see if I saw anything else. Hello, Cindy from Everett, Washington. Hi, Beth. You made it back. Yay. Hello, Pat Sickler. Okay. All right. Sue Wall says, Alexa reminds me every Monday and Thursday. I love that. So do you say, Alexa? Good thing I don't have Alexa. I have Google. Alexa, remind me when Sharon goes live. On Monday and Thursday? How do you do that? I don't know. I don't have an Alexa. So Paula Wright says, Alexa has become my brain. Patricia says, beautiful top today. See, I went shopping for you. I discovered Chico's. I've never been to Chico's. Never been. But they had a sale in the window, and I was like, because I walked all through Dillard's, and the mall by our house is way too big. I need to find a cute little boutique, just little tiny boutique that I can just go in, get my stuff, get out. I'm not a big shopper, look through all the racks. It drives me crazy. So, okay, let's see. Hello, Vay. You're just watching today? Well, maybe you'll be inspired to make this card. Michelle said she did her card from earlier and she loved it. So I hope y'all love your card. Oh gosh, Kathleen, I prompted your Alexa. Lois says she loves Chico's. Well, you know what? Now I do. And so then I got on their website because the store was kind of small and I was like, surely they have more clothes than this. I found more. Kathy says, oh my gosh, I love Chico's. I've spent way too much there. You know, I have a hard time with pants. I hate to try on clothes because of pants. So she goes, try these on. I think they'll fit you. And I was like, I don't know. I hate to try on pants. But I did, and I love them. They're green. I have never had a pair of green pants. And then the pair that I wore yesterday was kind of a khaki. And my husband says last night, he goes, I really like those pants. And I go, good, thanks. He was with me. And he goes, yeah, all you wear is blue and black. I'm like, thanks. I said, well, my people only see me from here up. So there's that. All right, guys, let's, okay, so Sue says she sets the reminder to watch Sharon at 5 p.m. every Monday and 8 p.m. every Thursday. Okay. Hi, Ina, you caught me. But you're not prepared. Okay, well, you can just watch, and maybe you'll go back and watch this video later and make a card. Brenda says, yep, my giggle lady is here. I'm here giggling for you, Brenda. All right, I'm gonna switch the cameras, and my screen went out. I talked too much. Whoop, let's bump this out. There we go. All right, first thing is, you need to go cut a piece of designer series paper that is 3 inches by 4 inches because I left it off of the first clue. I was doing so good. I double checked everything, but somehow I missed that designer series paper. Oh, I see what you're saying, Samantha. No, I know where it's at, but we can't share that with customers, right? Isn't that still the case? Okay, I apologize. I tell my people on Facebook that, you know, they need to just jump over here on YouTube at 4 because by the time I've gone through all the clues the first time, we got it down. But you do need a piece of designer series paper that's 3 inches by 4 inches. It can be the same patterns that you're using. It can be a more subtle pattern, whatever one you want, okay? I think I would call mine more bold, but up to you. Hello, Carol from North Carolina. I was trying to say your name and where you're from at the same time. Mary Yates says she puts it on her calendar and it sends her an alert. Stella says Chico's is her fave. I'm telling you, it has now become my fave. Antoinette, your friend is your personal shopper at Chico's? You can have one of those? Oh, I bet that that lady I met yesterday, I bet she would be my personal shopper. She wanted to know what I did for a living. And when I told her, she was like, really? Do you have a business card? Absolutely. Here's my card. Come check me out. Renee says, Renee always tries to second guess what I'm going to do for mystery stamping. And so she says, haha, guess my guess is wrong again this week because she didn't know about the designer series paper. You know what, Renee? I did that for you. I did that for you. I'm just kidding. April says, which designer series paper? The designer series paper to coordinate with your other papers that you cut for number 5 and number 6 on that first clue. Great answer, Michelle. Cut the paper any way you want to fit your card. Now, I did tell you it's portrait. So for those of you who don't know how to get this first clue, if you join my newsletter, you will get this clue emailed to you every Sunday at 3 p.m. To join my newsletter, visit my blog and sign up for my newsletter, okay? www.TxStampin.com. Hi, Nina. All right, let's get busy and flip the camera. Or not, I already flipped the camera. Let's go to clue number 2. Clue number 2. Adhere the designer series paper that measures 2 inches by 5 inches to the colored cardstock that measures 2 1/4 by 5 1/4 with adhesive, and then just set that aside. Renee says, thanks, I love you too. Yep, I'm gonna do something each week to trip up Renee. Hi, Linda, you're late to the party. All right, you just watch and eat your supper and just enjoy this card because it's a cute one. I'm not gonna lie, I came up with this one all by myself. Well, I pretty much do every week, but anyway, this one is really cute. And I would like to welcome Linda to my team. She joined my team over the weekend, and I was just thrilled when I got the notification. So welcome, welcome, welcome. April W says she's doing this every week with her daughter, Alicia, who is 12. Well, hello, Alicia. We are so glad you're here. Mary says, I don't have internet yet, so I'm having issues. Oh, gosh. Nancy's back for round 2. Nancy did this with me at noon on my Facebook page, and now she is back again. Okay, Nancy, did you finish your card? And you're making another one? Are you just here for the community? What are you here for? If you're new to what we're doing, we are doing mystery stamping. If you just tuned in, it is where I give you clues every week to make a card using the supplies that you have in your stash. Because if you're a crafter, you got a stash. We're not gonna lie. We know we have a stash. Okay. I think you guys are done with 2. Linda says, thanks, Sharon. I'm excited to get started. I hope you got my first email, Linda, welcoming you and giving you all the goodies. Carrie says, I thought it was strange that there was a plain piece. Good to know you're just like us and forget things too. Absolutely. And honestly, I was trying to finish up my clues before I left for the afternoon to go to my niece's house to go swimming and spend Mother's Day. So I'm like, I got to get this done. Deborah says, where on colored cardstock? So are you talking about clue number 2? You're going to add this in the center of that layer. Add the designer series paper in the center of your layer. And then you're just going to set that aside. Carol Watson says, a happy stash of papers. Norma says she's here doing her own thing to make 30 cards a month for our missions group to post out to shut-ins. Huge. Thank you, Annette Thompson, for the cards she sent me to help me out. That's awesome, Norma. Well, you just do you. You get those cards done. Okay, so Beverly says, I picked too busy of a pattern. I was trying to make it a non-directional but not subtle. Finally finished the one this morning by matting my image. Now she's pleased with it. There you go. Vay says she's scared of counting her designer series papers. Clue number 3. Add the designer series paper that measures 2 inches by 4 1/4 to the colored cardstock that measures 2 1/4 by 4 1/2 with adhesive. Set that aside. So I know that we talked about my mystery stamping. I did it again. I did that at noon too. My mystery boxes. My mystery boxes of all my Stampin' Up! Retired stamps, bundles, punches, dies, papers, embellishments. I'm going to offer that in July because this is the first year that Stampin' Up! Has retired catalogs at different times. So one was, products from the annual catalog retired before the new catalog kicked off in May, and then the mini catalog goes through June. So I am waiting until the mini catalog retiring list comes out, and then I will add that to those boxes. So I will give you notice here on Mystery Stamping when those boxes will go on sale. And if you want one, then I will have a link in the description box for you to buy one. Okay, let's see, what are y'all saying? Done with 2, was out of town, son-in-law eating lunch for the first round. Oh, okay, Brenda, gotcha. All right, I think you guys, let's see, let me look. Oh, just a few of you are done with 3. Hello, Stony Brook Stamper from Manitoba, Canada. Okay, so I'm starting to see some dones with 3. All right. Mary says she didn't even know that we had access to the insights on how the cards were made in the catalog. Yes. Mary, it is in the print lab, okay? So you need to scroll all the way down on the left-hand column, and that's where you'll find it. Michelle says, guys, be on the lookout for those mystery boxes. They are amazing and well worth the money. I did the math on some of these this time, Michelle. They're about $265 worth. Yeah, it's a good deal. For $75, it's a good deal. All right, clue number 4. Adhere the designer series paper that I had you cut in the beginning, remember before we started, that measures 3 inches by 4 inches to the colored cardstock that measures 3 1/4 by 4 1/4 with adhesive. Renee says, please do after the 5th. I won't be near a computer until after the holidays. Oh, I would never do it on July 4th weekend. Absolutely not. It will definitely be after the 4th of July, okay? I'll need a little bit of time after the end of June anyway to pull and pack boxes and all of that. Nancy says, glad you're waiting till July. It gives me time to save up after placing my new catalog order. Amen, sister. What? That catalog order, that was a lot. Well, if y'all saw my walkthrough last Thursday night, I had a lot that I ordered, but I wanted to make it, I wanted to show you what I ordered and why. Just skip past the part of me making a card. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. Colleen says, just watching because I'm in and out of the room. Okay. All right. Well, Colleen, I hope that you're inspired to make this card later. So you can always stop and start the video and make your card. The first clue is posted in the description box. Let me just double check myself, make sure I did all that. Yes, I did. Okay. I know, Michelle, I thought it was a great deal too. When you see a little pack of embellishments or a bolt of ribbon, you go, but it all starts adding up. And then when you pair that with all the bundles and everything, I would rather pack the boxes with value than have less boxes and, me make more money. That's not the point. The point is finding all my retired stuff a good home. And I know a lot of my stuff found a good home at Michelle's house. Vay says, is there a way other than PayPal to buy a box? Yes, Vay, there is. If you will contact me, Vay, on my website, contact me and let's chat, then I can tell you what our options are, okay? If you do Venmo, I could take Venmo for one person, but I can't do it for everybody. I use my WooCommerce on my blog to keep track of the boxes because I certainly don't want to take your money if I have sold out of boxes. So, all right, you guys are done with 4. Clue number 5. Add the designer series paper and cardstock from the previous clue, which was the 3 1/4, blah, 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 to the colored card base with adhesive. You will need to center this across your portrait card. So let's pretend this is our portrait card. It's going to go in the center across like that. And remember that cardstock layer measured 4 1/4 and your card front is 4 1/4. So Michelle says, I love the ones I got last year, and yes, ma'am, they did, and very well used. Yay! I'm so glad. Barbie is late again. You're going to get detention. You're late to class. Well, that's okay, Barbie. I hope that you will continue watching and then be inspired to make this card. I think it's a great layout. I don't know. Michelle, what do you think? You think it's a good layout? When you're done with clue number 5, type done 5. I got to FaceTime with my kids for Mother's Day that don't live near me. And it was so fun because they all sent me presents. And so having FaceTime to open the presents in front of your kids, it's just, I don't know, there's just something to that. It just makes you feel better, you know, about you didn't just open the gift and say, thank you. You know, it's like they got to see your face. And hello, Gail, you're running late too? Well, you're with Barbie, you're in detention. Just kidding, just kidding. Just keep watching, and then I hope that you'll go back and make this card. And I loved it. My son sent me one of those Apple tags, you know, like for your keychain. And I opened it up and I went, oh, and he goes, you know what that is, Mom? I go, yes, I know what that is. My kids think I'm old. Okay, clue number 6. Add the longer designer series paper and cardstock to the left side of your card front with adhesive, allowing that previous layer of designer series paper to be seen on the left. So what that means is you're going to leave a little bit of space. And you're going to add that strip right here. Okay, so we're adding it towards the left side, but we want to see a little peeking of that designer series paper and cardstock over here. Hello, Lisa from the UK. Too late to make a card, but I do hope you'll make it tomorrow. See, Nancy loved it. She played along earlier. She said, this layout is really awesome. You'll love it when it's done. Barbie says, hanging in there, you always inspire me. You know what? And that should be my middle name. Sharon Inspire Armstrong. Yep, that should be me. That's what I want to do, guys. And you know, when I get a new stamp set, I'm not going to lie. When I get a new stamp set, if I have any struggles with it, I don't want to show it to y'all until I can figure out an easy tip to help you. And for example, I have one coming up. It'll be in a couple of weeks. I was struggling with the stamp and the ink pad, and I'm like, I don't get it. So I honestly, in my heart, I will not share or do anything that I think is going to be too hard for you to do. So Samantha says, can I repeat that? Uh-oh. I said so much. What do you want me to repeat? Clue number 6, Samantha. So we're adding that strip of designer series paper and cardstock to where we have some room here. Don't butt it up against the edge. We want to be able to see that designer series paper that you put on that went this way. Okay, so we've got this and now this. Does that help you? Let's see. Beryl says we'll have to cut new cardstock as our A4 is not 8.5. I know. And if I tried to do metric, if I tried to do centimeters, it would be a hot mess. So I don't even try. I tried once and I was like, nope, I'm out. Betty says she did this with 3 stamping friends and they loved it. Yay, I'm so glad. Oh, Taylor's late too. She'll do the card tomorrow. Taylor, you're in timeout with Barbie. No, I'm just kidding. Oh gosh. All right. I think you guys are done with 6. Okay, let me just scroll up. Let's see. We have 169. So let me see a few more done with 6 before I move on. Hi, Christine Davies. I didn't see you on there. Okay. Beth is done. Denise in Dallas is done. Hello, Denise in Dallas. How are you, my friend? When y'all see my card, you're going to love it because I do. And I love this suite so much. I've been stamping all afternoon with it. And I don't know. I kind of thought, should I show them my cards? Nah. They got to watch a video because I'm making a video. If I show them the cards, then they might really want to watch the video. I don't know. Y'all tell me. You want to see the cards? Okay. There you go, Michelle. That's a much better way of saying it. Oh, look, Marcia's asking about your daughter and skating. There you go. Okay, I think you guys are done with 6. Clue number 7, add the shorter designer series paper and cardstock layers to the right side of the card front with dimensionals. You will be overlapping the previous designer series paper and cardstock layers. Makeba, you can barely hear me? Oh, I feel like I'm talking loud today. Makeba, can you turn up your volume? Barbie says she wants to see the cards. All right, when you're done with clue number 7, type done 7. Diane Lockwood says, yes, show the cards. It's such a fun set. And I know, y'all probably hear me say that all the time, but this one, I could not wait to get my hands on it. And I've had a great time, and I'm like, I don't know which one to do the video on because it's been so much fun. So, okay, so y'all all can hear me. Okay, good. Renee says she had to turn her TV up as well. I'm on TV? Every time y'all say that, that freaks me out. Nancy says, please show the cards. I will always watch even if I see the cards. Okay. You know, I feel kind of guilty. I didn't have these cards made for my Facebook people, but I like I said, after I did mystery stamping at noon, I had everything out, so I just kept on stamping. And so I feel a little guilty that I'm going to show y'all and not them, but they will see it. They will see it when I actually make the video. So, okay, y'all are saying show the card, show the card, show the card. Makeba, have we done something with the 3x4 piece? Yes, you did. That was the first thing. Hold on, let me back up. That was clue number 4. Adhere the designer series paper that measures 3 inches by 4 inches to the colored cardstock that measures 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. And then you're going to add that across the center of your card front with adhesive. So I hope that catches you up. And if not, you guys, you know my rule. Go rogue. There is no right or wrong way to do mystery stamping. I'm not going to grade you. It is just, mystery stamping is just to inspire you to use what you have to make a card. And I heard of 2 great places when I was doing mystery stamping at noon. The gals shared, one of them was called Cards for Kindness, and you can donate cards for them to send to people in nursing homes, hospitals, things like that. And then the other one is called the Silver Farmhouse, but I have not had a chance to look into all of what they do. But I think what they do is if you send a card or something, they post your name on Facebook. And I'm not sure if I think they actually put the project too. But those are 2 great places, it sounds like, that you could send cards if you wanted to donate cards. Sue Walls, you know there's no such thing as wrong. You just went rogue. Jeannie says, I made the noon card. I want to see the cards. Okay, Jeannie, then I don't feel bad. You already did the noon card, so you get to see these extra cards. So, all right, I think you guys are done with 7. Clue number 8. Add the basic white layer to the inside of the card with adhesive. Samantha says she's laughing her butt off because she usually goes rogue on every mystery stamping. Oh, good, Linda. You've made a lot of cards for Kindness. I cannot believe that I've been doing this for 23 years. I've never heard of that organization. So, and Sue sent 80 cards. You guys, how come you didn't keep me in the loop on this? I did not know about that. So, yeah, so it's a great organization, right? Gail, it is 4:30 p.m. in Central Texas right now. Denise in Dallas says, I always cut more than one set. The first is my practice, and then I make the other ones after I see the mystery cards. I always like my practice card too. Good, that's awesome. And Angie gives most of her cards to her church. One of the ladies said today that her friend made 80 cards, one for each mom in the church. I thought that was amazing. Renee says there is a group that is called Cards for Kids. That is also a good cause to donate. Cards for Kids. Okay, I'm going to bookmark that one. Cards for Kids. Oh, came right up in Google. Uplifting spirits one card at a time. And that's what we do, guys. You know, these sweet babies that are in hospitals or something, they need to be uplifted. Vay says she has sent bookmarks to Cards for Kids. I am just blown away that I did not know about these groups. Makeba says, is there ever a no-no of what paper can be used for a card? Like I've used paper from wrapping paper or even from gift bags. Absolutely not, there's no no-no. The only time I've ever heard of a no-no using other types of papers is if you're putting it in a scrapbook because you want scrapbook paper to be archival, but that's the only rule I know, Makeba. Angie says she made 25 cards. Denise in Dallas said I sent cards to missionaries and they love having them. You know, soldiers get them. I have a friend who sends them to the soldiers. You know, so, you know, there's so many people who need to have just the thought that someone cared enough to make a card and send it to them when they can't be with their families or they can't be at home or they're just alone, you know? I know, Samantha, the bookmark idea is a great idea. Okay, how are you guys doing on clue number 8? Okay, Nina and Margaret are done with 8. Okay, there's a few more dones with 8. I'm sure y'all are done with 8. That was an easy one. Okay. Oh, Angela used wallpaper once. Awesome. Clue number 9. Stamp an image on basic white scrap. If it needs to be colored, do that now. When you're done with clue number 9, type done 9. I'm trying to picture the wallpaper, Angela. I bet it turned out really cool. Did you use like that textured wallpaper? Because I'm all about the texture. Anything that I can touch and feel, I'm all about that. All right, when you're done with clue number 9, type done 9. Oh, the farmhouse is called the Silver Farmhouse. And it looks like they have a Facebook page. So these people, okay, I'm kind of reading over on Facebook. Looks like I created a cute farmhouse bathtub. I'm not seeing anything on the Silver Farmhouse. Help me out, guys, if you know anything about this, about what happens if you donate. This looks like a Facebook page that helps you make things. Going live tomorrow night to make this wreath. I don't see anything on there about donating cards. Maybe it's just I don't know. I don't know about that one. I just marked it on earlier when the gals told me about it. So I don't know about the Silver Farmhouse. It is a Facebook group. Makeba says, I just finished 31 cards for veterans for Memorial Day. I always think people will look at the cards and not like them. Absolutely wrong, Makeba. People love those soldiers, those veterans, wherever you're sending those to, they love getting those cards. I promise. Okay, you guys are done. Oh yeah, great reminder, Shirley. There are some cards you cannot send that have glitter, especially to the soldiers. We do not want them to be targets out there in the desert. Clue number 10, use punches, dies, snips, or a paper trimmer to cut out your image. Oh, Faye says, my daughter got a wallpaper sample book at Goodwill and used it for chipboard items. Now that's pretty cool, like 3D kind of chipboards, yeah. Lisa T says, it's so weird watching you talk about Mother's Day. I know, Mother's Day was in March in the UK. I've already had someone remind me of that. And so isn't that funny? You know, my son and I were talking about things that we say here in Texas versus what, you know, what did we learn last week about tipping in the UK, that means it's raining hard. Just certain things that we say, but there's also different holidays that we practice. Like we have holidays here in the United States that the UK doesn't, and vice versa. So yeah, it's pretty funny, Lisa, I agree. So when you're done with clue number 10, type done 10. If you're just joining me and you don't know what the heck I'm doing, I am giving clues to make a card. You can find the first clue in the description box below this video, and you can gather that clue and then make this card, okay? Ann Nelson says, I love Mystery Monday stamping. Well, I am thrilled. You know, we talked about it on Facebook, how much it makes me happy to know how I've helped you, I've inspired you, I've helped you use up those supplies that you've had for a while. You know, I don't know what to do with this. And so it really makes me happy that I brought Mystery Monday stamping to the world instead of just keeping it to my team. But yeah, I'm really happy that you guys love it. Great reminder, Patty. Patty says, glitter and foil cannot be used on any military cards. They get it on their uniform and it's very hard to get off. Absolutely. I was pulling my retired papers and all these old glitter papers were in the stash, and I put that paper on my new table. My table's kind of rough. It's I don't know, it's a real funky wood, my dining room table, and I still can't get that glitter off. It sticks to everything. I used a wet wipe, wet washcloth. I don't know what I'm gonna do. My daughter said to put the iRobot up on the table and see if that would pick it up. Mary 8 says, think how many people we could touch if we all made 10 cards each and donated all together as a group we decided to do together. That would be phenomenal. That would be a good group. Yeah, that would be a nice gift to send. Well, let's see. It would be like 1,700 cards if all 179 people donated 10 cards. That would be crazy, crazy. Makeba says, I called the Veteran Center in Plano, Texas. I Googled it. Next, I plan on making cards for the seniors. Makeba, that is so kind of you. I am so glad to hear that. So you just Googled the Veteran Center in your town. Okay. Vague, good point. Glitter is not good for kids in hospitals. You know, Stampin' Up! Quit selling glitter. So maybe there's a reason for that. I don't know. I miss it because I love glitter, but so I'll just put it on my nails instead. You know, I'll just keep it here. Okay, Angela says Cards for Kids has some rules too, such as non-religious, no get well. They just want ones that say uplifting sentiments. Okay, good to know, Angela. Thank you. All right, I think you guys are done with 10. Clue number 11, add the image to the card front. Now I said with dimensionals on the left corner. You look at your card. If that doesn't work for you, if your image gets lost in that pattern of designer series paper, oh gosh, who was it that said that they matted their image and it worked better on their card? So this one you may have to wait to do later, but I added mine on the bottom left corner. And I put it on my designer series paper cardstock layer, which was that long skinny one, okay? Winona Hall says our seniors use cards for their Meals on Wheels program. That's another good one. You know, my mother-in-law had Meals on Wheels sent to her for a while, and that's a great organization. Those people who do those deliveries, they're angels in the first place, but to take those shut-ins cards is awesome. So Renee says that should we decide to do that, I would be willing to be a collection address for people to send them to and repackage and ship out. Wow, Renee, that is very generous of you. Let me think. How can we do that? I know I have my contact form on my blog. Okay. Let me talk this through, see if this will work. If everyone who wants to donate 10 cards to, let's say Cards for Kids. 10 cards for Cards for Kids. They're uplifting cards. Nothing about get well, nothing sad, nothing like that. Bright, cheery cards. What was the other rule? No glitter, no foils for the military. Okay, so Angela says Cards for Kids has some rules, such as non-religious, no get well, they just want ones that are uplifting. And didn't I read that they can't have glitter? Let's just say no glitter. Let's just be clear. And everybody would need, yes, they would need to help with postage because that's going to cost money to ship. So let's put it this way. If you're interested in being a part of this, if you want to donate Cards for Kids, go to my blog and do the Contact Me button and state in there your name, your email, your phone number, all of that, and that you're interested in doing Cards for Kids. Renee, you do the same thing, and then I will share Renee's address with those who comment, who contact me. With the rules, I will research Cards for Kids and I will write up all the rules of what you have to do, and then we'll have a deadline so that Renee's just not waiting for a bunch of cards that may or may not come. Okay? Guys, this sounds amazing. There's 186 of us now watching. If 10 people, or if all 186 sent 10 cards for kids, holy cow. Renee, you have one rule. You have to take a picture of all the cards, like a pile, before you ship them out. I will figure out how much you all can send Renee for postage, and we will do this. I cannot wait. And then I would, yeah, Renee says I would still do no glitter. Yeah, absolutely. So Renee, make sure you contact me and you and I will coordinate this. And we may give it a couple of weeks. Number one, for you guys to do your cards, and number two, for us to go over any last minute details or whatever. Michelle says, I'm in love with this idea. I am too, Michelle. I am stoked. You know, this is a little something that we can do to put smiles on those sweet babies' faces that are in the hospital. Guys, this is great. This is great. Okay. All right. You guys are done with clue number 11. Michelle, you may have to help me with emails because I'm fixing to get a bunch of them, I think. Oh, yes. Annie K's remind us we need envelopes. Yep, we need envelopes. And Nelson says, I also think this is a great idea. Okay, clue number 12. Now you have two choices. Look at your card. Can you add a sentiment and a layer to that card? Like stamp your sentiment on your scrap paper, mount it on the cardstock, or does it need to be stamped on the inside with ink? I could not add my sentiment on the outside, but you're looking at your card now and you decide where does that sentiment need to go? When you're done with clue number 12, type done 12. That's a good idea, Michelle. We could just send postage with the cards. Perfect. Zoila says, So exciting. Cards for kids. Okay. It is a big something. I agree, Zola. I agree. Angie said that would be 1,860 cards. Oh, good question, Diane. She's asking, do I write a little note on the inside of these cards, or are they sent blank? That will be something that we will research. I was assuming that Cards for Kids was to uplift the kids, not necessarily for them to send the card. Cards for Kids is dedicated to uplifting spirits across the globe by delivering inspiring handmade cards. We started donating handmade cards to kids in one hospital in one city. We have now expanded our impact to sending handmade cards to disheartened children and solemn seniors. So that's also senior citizens on every continent. Thanks to our amazing volunteers, our ability to expand our impact has consistently grown. In addition to handmade cards, we've also donated art supplies, electronics, and other activities. They've had 200,000 plus cards delivered. They're in 40 countries and 400 locations. Okay. I think these are cards that we write a sweet message to. Patients can be restricted to their hospital rooms because of infections, blah, blah, blah. That is why we make sure each partner location promises to hand deliver every card room by room. So I'm thinking we write a sweet message on the inside to these children. And, you know, again, something uplifting. Don't say get well soon. Renee, I'm going to have to ask you to be the police on this. You're going to have to, you know, monitor each of those cards, make sure. So if your card doesn't follow the rules that we come up with, your card will not be sent, okay? Because we want to be in compliance with what the organization does. Norma says include a stamped envelope. Angela says, yes, it's for kids. Please put an uplifting note in it and sign your name, okay? So how sweet would it be to say, Angela, I don't know where you live, but Angela in North Carolina wishes you the best. You know, I'm not going to say that. In other words, is thinking of you, kind of thing. So, you know, I think that is so sweet. Vay says, I'm not sure, but I don't think you can do a shaker. Again, if you're interested in doing the Cards for Kids, then I will have all the research done. We may even reach out to the organization to tell them what we're wanting to do as a big group. And so we will have all the rules, and we will make sure that everybody who signs up for that knows. So, okay, how are we doing on 12? We certainly got off on a good one today. All right, I think you guys are done with 12. Thank you, Michelle. I appreciate you offering. I don't know what's fixing to happen, but I think we're going to have a good thing happening. Whoops. You didn't see that. All right, let's show our card. Here is my card. I just put on there mystery solved, and that's my card. I usually talk about it first. This bundle has me hooked. Hooked. It is called Bloom Where You're Planted. I fell in love with the lattice work. I fell in love with the macrame. Macrame hangers, who remembers those? Oh, Samantha, gonna find the rogue again. She is so rogue on her card. Renee says no stamped envelopes. They are hand delivered. Okay. Michelle says this is going to be so much fun. I already know what DSP I'm going to use. Snail mail will be super cute. That's so perfect for the kiddos. So this was the stamp set that I used. And what's so fun about this is that the dies cut out the pots and some of the plants, not these plants, in the designer series paper. So fun. Okay. Kathy says, you got me when you showed it last week. Oh, who else went rogue? Beryl went rogue. Lori from PNW loves it. So cute, really love it. I know, Sue, 1970s is back. We got our macrame. Oh, Michelle says, just a thought, maybe extend it out to the Thursday Night Live people. Oh, Michelle, good thinking. Oh, Kim, great. Ice cream paper. So just so you know, this bundle, I call this the easy button. If you purchase, you just put in that code and you get it. You get everything that comes in the package, and you get a package of those lattice work. Oh, I was going to show y'all my cards, wasn't I? Oh, yeah. Don't let me forget. Anyway, I knew the sentiments alone. How many times have y'all ever felt like you were there and I'm very grateful? I feel like that about y'all. Oh, I'm going to get emotional. I'm very grateful for all my mystery stampers. I truly am. You've touched my heart. These two, and just thank you. I mean, I love, love, love this. Sue says hers is similar, but it looks great. So let's get my card back out. Yolanda says, gorgeous card, Sharon. I just could not cover up that plant. This is designer series paper. I stamped the pot and stamped the leaves. Then this is the more subtle paper. And then this is that bolder paper back there. And I just couldn't cover it up with a sentiment. So a little note with the biggest thanks. Thank you. Big thank you. So that is the inside of my card. I just couldn't, I tried every which way and I was like, nope, not gonna do it. So I loved how it turns out. Judy says, cards for kids doesn't need envelopes. They want the card signed and the state you're from. Thank you, Judy, for that. Oh, Patty the Zebra would make nice cards for kids. Nancy used to make macrame plant holders. I did too. Okay, so I'm gonna show you my cards. Renee says I have a stamp and die set that is macrame. That's awesome. Okay, so I'm going to show you my cards. Oh, Judy says they don't want mass produced, they want one of a kind. Thank you, Judy. Okay, so did y'all hear that? You need to make 10 different cards, Judy? Is that what I'm saying? Fanny says I lost everything after clue number 11. Oh, Fanny, I'm so sorry. Paula, thank you. Remember to hit the thumbs up if you love today's mystery stamping. If you've not joined my channel, if you've not subscribed, I invite you to do that. If you're watching the replay or even if you're with me live, leave a comment after the live is over. It helps me. YouTube loves it. They love my channel and they will show mystery stamping more, this video, to others when they see other people commenting and liking and all of that. All right, so here's one card. I use that lattice work, okay? But this macrame, I kept thinking, how can I have the plant coming through it with the stamp, okay? So I'll show you my little trick in just a minute. So here's another one. This one was inspired from the catalog, but I added more green down here and a different stamp set, different plants. So use the cards that the artists have done in the catalog to be inspired, okay? I did stamp my pot. The leaves were cut out of the designer series paper and I stamped the little ferny looking leaf right here, okay? And I'm not gonna show you, but look, there's something there. I'm not gonna show you, you gotta watch my video. Okay, what else? Oh yeah, all right, so this one I'm still playing with. Samantha, we'll find out the ages. We'll find out the ages. So, okay, so I'm still playing with this. This is how I did it. And I was like, should I put something down there to finish that off? I don't know. So I'm still playing with this one. This was fussy cut. That took a while, but I had fun doing it. And then afterwards, maybe I should have moved that over a bit. I don't know. I still may. But do y'all see that right there? I'm not going to tell you what it is. This new catalog is full of great things. This right here is $65, okay? If you were to order this bundle. If your wish list is more than $100, you guys seriously need to consider joining my team like Linda did. You can shop for up to $155. You only pay $99 plus tax. You get free shipping and If you don't maintain your Stampin' Up! Your quarterly minimums, which you can contact me and I will explain all of that to you, the Stampin' Police do not come get your stuff that you got extra for free. It's yours, okay? So, one more housekeeping. Thank you, Samantha. Don't forget to like my video. Makeba, it wasn't difficult. Nothing was difficult. Oh, let me show you this card again. Okay, so remember how I said I was determined? So I put that little piece coming forward, part of it is behind, because I wanted it to kind of cascade. I'm gonna have to make a whole different card so y'all watch my video, aren't I? I just have to figure out what I wanna do about this. I may cut it a little bit thinner. I don't know, I was kind of making like a frame, so I cut the lattice work. I don't know, I'm still playing with that one. Okay, if you happen to purchase this, I have a new program called Shopping Spree on Me. You can read about it on my blog, and it is a way for you to get points, shop for anything the size of a stamp set or a stamp set. And so it's a great new program. I used to always mail embellishments, but some of you guys do not need any more embellishments. I mean, I was sending embellishments to so many people. I'm like, they don't need any more embellishments. Okay, Brenda says, can we make a wish? Can we put Make-A-Wish kids, as I had a grandson that helped him. He had AOL cancer in remission since he was a year old. He's now 15. Brenda, we're gonna do cards for kids first, and then you remind us, our next program, our next project is for Make-A-Wish. If they will accept handmade cards, absolutely, absolutely. So Sheila says this is her first time and she loves the card. You're so welcome. I'm so glad you love it. Christine Davies said, did someone say that the Card Donations is a worldwide organization? Yes, I did. Again, if you, thank you, Jeannie, you'll still watch my video. If you are interested in helping out with our new project as mystery stampers, Cards for Kids, then you will go to my blog, hit the Contact Me button, let me know that you're interested. Renee has agreed to collect them all, so we will mail the cards to her. You will be given a list of rules of what your cards can have, can't have, and what you will need to do, okay? I think it's only fair that we try to help Renee with shipping, because let's face it, guys, if there's 1,800 cards, I know that in a medium-sized box, I can get about 150 cards. A medium-sized box costs $15.50 to ship, priority mail, okay? So, we will figure it all out. Renee's gonna head this up. I'm just gonna funnel the people. Angie says I make her Mondays. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I hope I inspire you. I hope I make you smile. I hope that you love our little community that we have here of mystery stampers. And like I said, if you're interested in helping out with Cards for Kids, you can go to my blog and hit the Contact Me button and tell me what you want to do, and not just for me to call you, because I get a lot of those sometimes, and I don't mind calling, but I want to call you in a timely manner, and if you're interested in doing Cards for Kids, that's going to be in a separate file, okay? All right, let's see what else. Samantha is offering to pay for shipping. I think we're all going to chip in on shipping. We are all going to do that. Michelle says, we'll also have to mention this program on the next Facebook Mystery Monday. Absolutely, Michelle. I will write myself a note. Mary loves my blouse. Thank you. Let's see what else. Thank you, Janet. You said that I'm such a delight. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Okay, guys, come back on Thursday at 7 p.m. for Stampin' Live with Sharon. I am not making these cards that I just showed you. But I have a really cute one, and I have some great tips to share. So I hope you'll join me. If you watched me last Thursday and I had a hot mess issue with those leaves, I'm not using that punch again. You know, you just have to laugh at yourself when things don't go right. But everybody was so sweet and so supportive. So it just shows I'm real. I'm human. Okay, let's see what else. Oh, okay. So Renee is saying if you take a picture of yourself with your cards and print it, I will make sure that it gets sent through also. They may use it for their site. So if you don't want it on a website, that's another thing you have to think about. Lori from PNW. Where is PNW? Great way to start the week. You are such a blessing, Sharon. I'm so glad. We have to make Mondays good, right? So we do Mystery Monday stamping. Let's see, what else? Nina says the card was great this week. I love your mystery cards. Thank you. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Angie says she'll be there Thursday night. All right, guys. Have a great week. Happy stamping. And I will see you next Monday, of course, for Mystery Monday. Trying to think. There is going to be one Mystery Monday at the end of the month. Oh, I can't look at my my calendar's on my phone. The week I'm leaving town on the 20th. So what would that be? Like the 22nd? That Monday before, it's not Labor Day. Memorial Day. It is the Monday before that. I will not have Mystery Monday stamping. My husband and I are going to the beach because I had earned a trip to Maui with Stampin' Up! And we cashed out because of COVID. Now I'm really sad that I cashed out, but I'm still glad I did, just for the safety and everything. So, oh, Pacific Northwest. Thank you. Thank you. I was waiting. I was doing some chatting. I wanted to see what that was from. Oh, Anita's already sent me her name. She is ready. So I decided we would take a trip to the beach. We're just going to drive, me and my hubby. And we got married in Corpus Christi, Texas. So we're going to Port Aransas, and I'm sure we'll drive through Corpus and reminisce on our earlier marriage there, our earlier years. So, oh yeah, succulents are very popular right now. Yes, ma'am, they are. Okay, thank you, Vay. I will. I'll have a good time. But I'll remind you next week, because we still have one more week, and then I'll say next week I won't be doing Mystery Monday stamping, but all of my Mystery Monday stampings are here on YouTube. Just go back and find an old one, and you can still make a card while I'm gone. So there you go.